there's something I want to talk about. Something that's kind of been bothering me recently. It all started when I was pawing through YouTube videos, and I saw a video trying to depict why the 360 was a terrible console. And from there, I found another string of videos supporting that, and of course, from them, I found another string of videos trying to support the opposite. And of course, the more you look, the more you see this trend going on. And it's this crusader-like rabid favor that I really want to hit on right now, that I really want to strike at. Mainly because I really think that it's something that's hurting our industry rather than, contributing to it. Before I go any further, I want to say that being a fanboy is something probably all of us have been guilty of at some point for something or another, and it's especially bad in gamers. I personally was a rabid Nintendo fanboy back in the GameCube generation. It was because I got a N64. Previously, it was my first console, and then I poured my blood, my sweat, and my tears into working up enough money for that GameCube, and I wanted that to be the right choice. I wanted to support it tooth and nail. But since then, I've gravitated away from that mentality, and I grew more and more fond of PC gaming, mainly because I was a big RTS gamer. It's my favorite genre, and you just can't do that on the console. It's impossible. And this generation, I got a Wii first thing, launch day, and instead of working for that money for the, for another console, because I was such an avid RTS gamer, I saved up for a high-powered gaming rig. And my PC is where I do practically all my gaming now. Why I'm telling you all this is because I'm looking at this generation, this console wars, as an outside perspective. I don't have my boots in the trenches as I once did. But getting to my point is that I believe in this particular console generation that fanboyism is more rabid than ever. Mainly because, the internet, it's getting bigger, it's getting stronger, and because it's a far tighter race this time than in previous generations. But it's because of this, tight race between the consoles is that there's really no need for fanboyism. Because despite which console you choose, whether it be a PS3 or a 360, you're gonna win out either way. You're getting virtually the same games, minus a few first-party exclusives, and you're gonna get the same experience on both consoles. Because a lot of the stellar games are now multi-platform. Fallout 3, GTA, Dead Space, both on the 360, both on the PS3. Yeah, you can argue that maybe one's a little bit better, but in the end, who gives a shit? You're getting the exact same experience, despite what console you're going to play it on. And as for the first-party games, you're going to get top-notch games from both a Sony platform and a Microsoft platform by their respective parties. You can argue all day whether Metal Gear Solid 4 is better than Gears of War 2, but you're not going to get anywhere because you can't prove anything like that. It's physically impossible because you can't be objective about something like that and then try and take that as a fact. Both games are absolutely stellar, top-notch products, and you can't go wrong whichever one you choose. I really don't understand the mentality that there can only be one good product. Why you can't be happy if another person doesn't have the same thing that you are. I don't understand why you can't accept the fact that they are happy about their choice and why you have to go out on a mission to try and tear them down. However, I'm not just harping on this to try and make some kind of point that I'm morally superior to you or something ridiculous like that, but I'm harping on this because as I said at the beginning, I believe it's something that hurts the video game industry as a whole. One thing I think we can all agree on is that we love games. If you own a console, chances are, yeah, you love playing games. You love that experience for whatever reason, and it shouldn't matter what console they're on. What I'm trying to say is that gamers game because they love games, not because they love the respective consoles. And it's because of such fanboys that gamers get labeled with a really awful stereotype that we're all basement dwellers, that we all live in the dark and are just producing these videos and they're screaming at each other to try and prove points that nobody cares about and that don't make a difference in the slightest. The second reason why I believe that this whole brand loyalty is hurting games is because when you squabble to this point, when you nitpick so much that it takes developers out of their innovative mindset and makes them scared to do something new, it forces them to produce the same thing over and over again because they believe that's what the fanboys love. And it's that's really hurting the innovative nature of this industry, and it's really holding us back. One of the things I'd just like to say to you fanboys is that I believe once you transcend this whole that my system's better than yours, your system sucks, once you stop fighting, once you embrace the fact that, if it's a good game, it's a good game, it doesn't matter what console it's on. Gaming becomes a much more enjoyable hobby. When you don't break it down into small, obscure parts, you enjoy the greater whole more. And it just becomes generally, a better experience. I want to end by asking a question, more of a request, I guess, to all you fanboys. If you, by chance, happen to watch this video, I want you to post in the comments section why you think your rabid fanboyism is necessary, why you think it's helping our industry, or why you feel the need to so brutally try and crush other people's decisions when it's unnecessary, invalid, and just a general waste of everybody's time. Anyway, I'm greatly looking forward to the responses I will receive, and this is me saying, Das Vidania, everybody.